Hi everybody. Today I want to kind of go over my blog journey with you. It's been a long journey and I get so many questions and comments and friends that want to start blogs that I thought I would start a series, a blog series, because the blog over at kjaggers.com, the link's below, has been a big part of my life. It has been huge. And I started around 2008. Scott and I came off of the road. We were traveling for his work. We settled in Coshocton, Ohio. And I got my laptop that year from my mom for Christmas. And I made all my accounts. My Facebook, my Twitter, my MySpace. All of my friends had these accounts. I just kind of followed suit and had the same accounts. So on MySpace, there was a spot, a page for blogging. So I started blogging there. I thought it would be a great way to keep my pictures in a digital form and be able to share our lives with our family and friends who we didn't live around any longer. And that kind of, led into blogging altogether. So on MySpace, I pretty much blogged almost daily, and it worked out really well. A lot of my friends were keeping up with me. My parents and my grandparents, there was tons of people who were reading that MySpace blog. But then around 2010, I decided, there has to be other blogging platforms out there better suited for me instead of MySpace. MySpace was mainly suited for musicians, and I wanted something mainly geared more towards writing. So I went to Google, I typed in blogging platforms, and bloggers showed up. Now there are so many different platforms out there. You have to go with what you want. There's a Tumblr, which is more pictures. There is MySpace, but it's changing so much over the years. There's Blogger, there's WordPress, there's many of them. And I simply hit the first one, which was Blogger, and never looked back. A lot of people like WordPress though. I did generate this blog over on WordPress for a while. I didn't really stick with that. But they're different, and you just have to get onto those websites and figure out which one you want to go with. I again went with Blogger. So it was really mostly trial and error for me. I didn't know much about blog design, web design, journaling online. I didn't know much about it at all. Now, I did check out some books from my public library, and I can't remember what those were called, but I'm planning a trip to my library really soon, and I'll see if I can find them again and put them in a different video. Speaking of different videos, I plan on making this a series. So we're going to start out from making a blog and some of the tips and tricks I learned along the way. We'll go all the way through it and do it in a series of videos. All right. So I found Blogger, and I just started following the process. You're going to have a good camera, or just any camera that works, and you're going to have to find time to keep it up. And for me, that was pretty easy. I've been a stay-at-home wife and mother for years, so I have a lot of extra time that I can dedicate for videos. That's a cat. I'm so sorry, trying to get in the cabinet. Hopefully he stops. I know which one it is. But I didn't really, research how to blog. I just went right into it. And at first, my design was choppy. I decided that it would be easier and faster just to type in all caps. And I did that stupid stunt for like 6 months. A lot of my beginning posts are all in caps. And Blogger really helped me figure things out. It's very detailed. They explain everything step by step. And I just started writing and learning. At first, my page was cluttered up. I had all kinds of stuff, and it made it load slowly. But I really learned what I wanted throughout the years, and it's been a process. So I get a lot of questions also about my blog. I was looking for a recipe and couldn't find it. How do I follow you? What is your blog address? I'm going to show you all of that today in this video, and we're going to just go over my blog because it really, like I said, is an extension of my life. I always blog. I plan on blogging for a very long time. I love it. Even if my marriage crumbled or my I moved out of my house and had to relocate, or whatever problems have gone on or will go on, I'm going to blog through them. I don't care about sharing my life with you guys. I've loved it, and I've made so many great blogging friends and YouTube friends that it's worth it for me. But I'm hoping this helps some of you guys too who are interested in starting a blog. I'm sorry, I'm always fiddling with my hair. It always looks a mess. I'm hoping that this helps you guys, because so many of you want to start a blog, and you know, it's different for everybody. You just have to get in there and try it. So I'm hoping that this series will help you figure things out a little bit easier. It's my way. It's not necessarily the right way or the only way. It's just the way I've done things, and many of my family members are bloggers now, including my sister, who is going to blog her way through Ireland and vlog her way through Ireland. I'm going to do a video about that in time, so to stay tuned. She's still getting it all set up, or we are. I had a friend today ask me, how do I set up a blog? I'm just, you know, wanting to share my life and my story and document everything, and you've inspired me. So when I get those type of emails, I do my very best to help everybody, but it's still more of a trial and error project for the person asking the question. Once you get the blog set up, you'll be able just to whiz right through it. You'll have your maintenance issues that I will go over in a different video, but mainly it's going to be posting and keeping things current. One of the main things that I've heard other bloggers and other friends complain about is finding a blog they love and then it not being updated regularly. I mean, that really pisses a lot of people off. So one of my main tips is, if you're going to undertake such a big project, and it is a big project, don't be confused, it really is, then you're going to want to be consistent, because you won't be able to keep your readers and your viewers if you don't update constantly. So I'm always blogging. I blog daily. I rarely take time off. And if you're doing it just to try to make money, yeah, that's not going to work either. You got to blog and vlog and video about things that you are passionate about, things that you love. Otherwise, your readers and viewers will see right through it, and, you know, it won't be worth watching. So today I'm going to go over the things on my blog, where to find things, where my blog is, what my how you can follow me, just lots of different information about my blog. So we're going to hop into that in just a minute. But video 1 is going to be starting a blog, the series 1. And I hope that it's helpful. I'm going to use the Blogger platform because that's what I know. And I think I'm going to just use a test blog. And we're going to make a blog together. We're going to go step by step and show you how I create one. Again, once it's over, the creation of the blog, it doesn't take much to keep it going. There are lots of different blog designs that are free, or you can pay for one if you choose. I have not paid for one yet. So, you know, I'm pretty happy with my design, and, you know, I don't want to funnel a ton of money into the blog. I still try to keep it relatively balanced, but I'll explain my expenses, what I do spend money on in regards to the blog, and kind of go through everything in the series that's coming up. So let's hop over into my blog. I hope this video isn't too long. It might be though, and if it is, I'm sorry. But I want it to be detailed so you guys really see how to find things, get used to my site. It's something that I love and I'm dedicated to, so I want to share it with all of you guys, and I hope that you all hop over there and get subscribed. And I'll be back to kind of finish up and wrap things up, but let's go check out my blog. So here is my blog. The first thing I want to show you and tell you is that you can find it at kjaggers.com. That's my first initial, last name, then .com. You can also Google The Glamorous Life of a French Housewife, and or Google my name, or Google Kay Jaggers, and it will all direct you basically to my blog. You might go to a particular post, but all you have to do is hit the home button and you'll be brought to the most current page. Let's look around on the blog for a second. And I'll kind of go back into detail over lots of different stuff here in a minute. So at the top, I have links. I made my mouse kind of big so you could see it. Over to the left is my blog post, and over to the right is the sidebar that I keep, you know, other stuff in. So right here at the top, let's go through these links a little more. That is the home button that will get you to the front page of my blog, the most current page right there. Then the About Me page, if you click on it, it will take you to this page. It tells you a little bit about my life, Scott, the kids, why I blog, and there's also a cool picture with 25 things about me and Scott that you might have not known. So that is the next link. The next link after that is family, and it, you know, shows you some pictures of our family. Let me show you. So I kind of go more into detail on the kids and my family. I made all this myself. I'll explain more about that kind of stuff in a different tutorial. Then the next one is our love story. Now when you click on that, you go to a completely different blog. You go to jaggersfairytale.blogspot.com, which is my other blog, and this is basically how Scott and I met, and I still have a lot more updating to do. I'm only on chapter 4, page 2, and there's a lot more chapters, so I definitely need to work on that. Then, if you click on Contact Me, you'll be taken to this page where, very simply, you can fill out this form with your name, your email, whatever message you want to send, type in the little phrase, and it will hit my inbox immediately. Also at the bottom, you can find my email, my normal email, and you can find my P.O. box in case you want to send something. So that's all on the Contact Me page. When you click on the next link at the top, which is recipes, it will take you to all of the recipes that I have posted on this blog. So just scroll down and you know, you'll see them all. Those were really good, by the way, those Elvis cookies. I hit that by mistake. Gotta go back. Remember that as you scroll down on my blog and you get to the end of the page, which hopefully will be coming up soon. Let me just hit my arrow and make it easier. Right here. When you get to the end, you'll see, let me kind of scroll up again now. So here's a post and for the minestrone soup, and then you'll see older post, see that? Home. And then generally, if you're deep in it, it will say newer post. So if you want to see post that was written before that front page, just click on older and it will take you to the next page. And there's even more recipes. So you can just keep doing that and, you know, search the recipes as you want. The next one is Keisha's Sweets and Treats. And if you click on that one, that will take you to all the pastry and baking type of videos. Some of them are dual listed under recipes, but I did try to separate them really well for you guys. So let's go to the next one. The next one is where to find the savings. So I get a ton of coupon questions because, you know, I have been learning a lot with couponing. So I tried to explain a lot of it in this blog post. There's tons of links. There's tons of information. Definitely hop over here if you're wanting to try to save some money at the store or at CVS or wherever with coupons and sales. This page has a ton of information. Here is one of the most clicked links on my blog, which is freebies. Here is where I list all of the freebies that I show you on this channel, like in the monthly mailbox videos. And you can click this link as many times as you want during the day. And, you know, you need to click it often so you don't miss out. They usually go pretty quick. So come back and click that one often if you want to try to get as many freebies as possible. Under blogs I love are blogs that I follow, link ups that I join in on. You never know, you might be on there if you're a blogger. So be sure to check out that page. Especially if you blog. There's lots of great link ups on there. Under giveaways, you can click on that, and that's my most current giveaway. Then you can click on sponsor and media kit. I am undergoing some changes with this page, so I'm not going to click on that right now. And then there's a search button. And this pretty much takes a little while to load up, you'll see. And it lists all the blog posts I've ever wrote. And that was a suggestion by Google that said, you know, since you have a Google blog and want to be listed in the search engines, it'd be great if you added this so we could find your blog post. I basically got an email that said that. So, of course, I did it. You can find every blog post, but it's by day. It's pretty confusing for some. It's loading up. Let's see if I can scroll down. You see? And it goes on forever. So that can be helpful if you really know how to use it, but that's really more for the search engines. So now, these buttons will take you to the pages listed. So Facebook will take you to my Facebook fan page. Twitter will take you to my Twitter page. Google Plus will take you to my Google Plus page. Pinterest will take you to my boards. Blogger is just this blog. There is my RSS feed in case you want to follow along that way. And I could only put one button for my YouTube right now, and I picked my my main channel, this channel. Now, let's go over here. So, at the top of my blog, under blogs I love, are blogs that I follow, link ups that I join in on. You never know, you might be on there if you're a blogger, so be sure to check out that page, especially if you blog. There's lots of great link ups on there. Under giveaways, you can click on that, and that's my most current giveaway. Then you can click on sponsor and media kit. I am undergoing some changes with this page, so I'm not going to click on that right now. And then there's a search button. And this pretty much takes a little while to load up, you'll see. And it lists all the blog posts I've ever wrote. And that was a suggestion by Google that said, you know, since you have a Google blog and want to be listed in the search engines, it'd be great if you added this so we could find your blog post. I basically got an email that said that. So, of course, I did it. You can find every blog post, but it's by day. It's pretty confusing for some. It's loading up. Let's see if I can scroll down. You see? And it goes on forever. So that can be helpful if you really know how to use it, but that's really more for the search engines. So now, these buttons will take you to the pages listed. So Facebook will take you to my Facebook fan page. Twitter will take you to my Twitter page. Google Plus will take you to my Google Plus page. Pinterest will take you to my boards. Blogger is just this blog. There is my RSS feed in case you want to follow along that way. And I could only put one button for my YouTube right now, and I picked my my main channel, this channel. Now, let's go over here. So, at the top of my blog, on the home page, above the first post, you'll see a translator. People, you know, come to my blog from many different places, so it's nice to have a translator that will help them. You just select the language and it will change everything. Over here on this side, this is the right sidebar. That is what this is called. I only have one sidebar, and that's because I chose to have a bigger area for my blog post and just one sidebar. In blog design, when I will show you that on the tutorial, you can have one sidebar on this side, one sidebar on that side, but it does affect your space in the middle where your blog posts go. So I wanted more room for the blog post. I only have a right sidebar. In that sidebar, you can sign up for my daily email. Now this email is not like spam, and I'm not going to email you 1,000 times a day. It's one email in the morning. So, you know, it's a great way to keep up, and most of my subscribers are through email. I'll explain more about that later too. Then I have this really cool globe from Revolve Maps, and you know, you can check it out. If you hop over on my blog, you'll see yourself, your country, your city spinning around on that pretty little globe right there. The next widget, that's what these are called, or widgets on the sidebar, is my Blogger Google Friend Connect widget. And you know, this is supposed to have been like done away with Blogger and Google. It's the Google Friend Connect, and I don't even know if I'm going to keep it on my blog. It definitely doesn't reflect how many readers I have, because I think I waited 2 years, and I've been blogging since 2010. I've waited 2 years to put this on my site, but I have, and in like a little over a year, I've gotten 603 followers, so it's okay, but it really doesn't reflect it, because 90% of my followers are through email, because that was the main way I offered to, you know, for others to follow my blog. I do also have the Google Plus followers widget, and that is because Google, who owns Blogger, really wants everybody to like start using their Google Plus pages. They want everything to go through that. So, you know, they give you a way to follow. So now you've had a look around on my blog, and I know that there's a lot of other great blogs out there. I'm not just trying to promote my blog. I'm trying to explain to some, you know, friends and family, and even new bloggers, what different things are, at least on my blog. Every blog is different. This is just basically my little area. I know that you probably know what buttons are and what links are, but in case you didn't, I really hope that this video helps you. It means a lot to me. I've kept it going for a long time. I'm very dedicated to it, and I plan on doing it for a very long time. And I hope that this has helped. I'm going to hop back in front of the camera. Give me just 1 second. So now you've seen my website. I didn't really want a website for each YouTube channel. I only have 2, but a lot of YouTubers will have a blog for each channel. For me, I didn't want to do that. I wanted everything housed in one blog that would be easy to everybody to use. So I just keep it with one blog, besides the love story. I did have the kitty cat blog up, and that was more of the Persian cattery website, and I had that up for a while, but I wasn't updating it regularly, and I still always post to kjaggers.com, and everything's just housed in one place. It's so much more convenient for me. So coming up in the series, I'm going to be showing you how to create a blog with Blogger, because that's what I know and that's what I use. And I'm going to show you some of the tricks and tips that I've learned along the way. That will be coming up very soon. And you can always leave in the comments below or on the comments on my blog what tutorials you're really interested in seeing. I know YouTube friends that they wanted to see how to make a header. There's lots of different ways to make a header. There are picture collages for headers. They're just script headers. There's so many. But I'm going to show you simple ways that you can start a blog, and hopefully it will help, because I get a ton of questions. Either I'm helping my sister who's at one stage in her blog, or my mother who's at a different, or a girlfriend who's just starting. I'm hoping that I can say, check out this video and it will explain it all, because I get confused on who I'm helping when and what I'm helping with. And I'm hoping that this helps all of you guys. Again, once you get your blog going, it's not going to take much to set up. So the main things you need to think about in the very beginning that you can start now, before the series even starts, is WordPress or Blogger. And I'm sorry, I'm not going to be doing a WordPress blog, but I will be showing you the Blogger, or any other blogging platforms that you know are interested in. Check those out, and then start thinking about titles for your blog, catchy names, and what address you would like to be used at the top, and what kind of layout you would like. There's blogs where it's a very big layout with 3 columns, 1 column on each side, and your main blogging area in the middle. There's blogs like mine with everything on the left and a sidebar on the right on the bottom. You can go into Blogger and go ahead and start creating your blog if you want. I'm going to take you through all those steps in video 1 on creating a blog, and take you through it step by step to explain how to do it. So I hope this was helpful, and follow along on my blog so you don't miss anything. I post freebies daily, and the magazine freebies that I know a lot of people like. I do family posts and recipes. I try to always do a corresponding post for a YouTube video, and it's just a great community to be a part of. Bloggers and YouTubers have been so kind to me, and I have loved joining in with that community. It's definitely a world within its own. So, it's a big task taking over a blog, and the design can, you can do it on your own. You can find designers who will do it at a price. For me, I've never really had a designer make my blog. I just tried it, and by trial and error, I found a design that I liked and that I have stuck with for a while. So stay tuned for all those videos. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be back very soon. Bye-bye.